You're CCing everyone about my supposed cock-up? Fine, I'll reply all with my response. So I work at this mid-sized accounting firm, and we've got this one manager, Brad, who thinks he's hot shit because he went to some fancy business school. This guy has been gunning for me ever since I got promoted to senior associate last year, probably because I'm younger and don't kiss ass like the rest of his team. Last month, we're working on this huge audit for a construction company. The client keeps changing their numbers, sending us revised reports every other day. I'm tracking everything in my spreadsheets, but honestly, it's a nightmare trying to keep up with all their changes. So Brad comes to my desk on a Friday afternoon, acting all concerned, asking about some discrepancy in the inventory numbers. I show him my work, explain how the client sent 3 different versions of their inventory report, and that I'm using the most recent one they emailed Thursday morning. He nods, says it looks good, and walks away. Monday morning, I come in to find an email from Brad to literally everyone in our department, plus the partners, plus HR. The subject line says, "Critical error in Johnson Construction audit, immediate review required." I'm reading this thing and my stomach drops to the floor. This asshole is basically throwing me under the bus, saying I used outdated inventory figures, and that my careless mistake could have cost the firm the client relationship. He's going on about how he tried to guide me, but I was resistant to feedback. The whole email makes it sound like I'm some incompetent screw-up who nearly tanked $1 million account. I'm sitting there watching my phone blow up with texts from coworkers asking what happened. My direct supervisor emails me asking for an emergency meeting. I can see people looking at me from across the office like I'm about to get fired. But here's the thing. I keep every email, every single one. And I screenshot important conversations because I learned early on that people in corporate will throw you under the bus if it saves their own skin. So I take a deep breath, open up my email, and hit reply all. Hi everyone. Thank you, Brad, for bringing this to everyone's attention. I'd like to provide some additional context that might be helpful. Please see attached the email chain showing that I used the inventory figures from the client's revised report dated Thursday, March 14th at 9:23 a.m. You'll notice Brad specifically reviewed and approved these figures Friday afternoon, as shown in the attached screenshot of our conversation. Also attached is the email from our client dated Friday at 4:47 p.m. after Brad's approval, where they mention the numbers Brad is now referencing were from an outdated report they sent by mistake on Tuesday. The client actually thanked us for catching their error and using the correct figures. Finally, I've included the client's email from this morning, praising our team's attention to detail and confirming they're moving forward with our firm for next year's audit as well. Looking forward to continuing our excellent work on this account. Please let me know if you need any clarification. Best regards. I attached everything. Every screenshot, every email timestamp, every piece of proof that showed Brad was either lying or completely clueless about what actually happened. Within 10 minutes, my direct supervisor emails me privately saying, "Nice work on the documentation. Let's cancel that emergency meeting." 20 minutes later, Brad gets called into the managing partner's office. An hour after that, Brad sends out another reply all. After further review, it appears there was some miscommunication about the timeline of events. The audit team's work meets our standards. The next day, I hear through the office gossip that Brad got written up for creating unnecessary drama and failing to verify facts before escalating issues. Apparently, the managing partner was not happy about the reply all disaster, especially since it made Brad look incompetent in front of everyone. 2 weeks later, the client specifically requested that I be the lead on their quarterly reviews because they were impressed with my thorough documentation and attention to detail. Brad barely makes eye contact with me anymore, and he definitely doesn't try to throw me under the bus in company emails.